man. But there was no mistaking through their veins instead of blood. And they could transform at will into all manner of frightening beings. Divided between two mighty brothers. Osiris, the god of life, was the beloved king of all the lands made ruled the far barren desert, finding both strength and bitterness in his isolation. But then the time, it was a decision that would test the brothers' bond and the fate of all Egypt. But the gods are only half our tale. It had become clear that they couldn't shape the course of destiny needed. Unfortunately, I was not such a man. But before you dismiss mine fighting for the one thing as powerful as any god, love.
Stop!
This dress is hopeless.
Together instead.
We are spending tomorrow together. At the coronation. We're blessed the God shall give us a new king in our lifetime. Beck, give it back.
I knew you wanted to wear something special.
That's it.
It was quicker than waiting for the gods to answer my prayers. You look beautiful. Zaya, when I asked you to run away with me, I promised of jewels to adorn you, a golden palace to raise our family.
And how many children would we have?
The king to be preparing for his great day.
Quite an occasion last night.
Already crowds pressed cheek to catch a glimpse of you. You will look splendid.
But don't discount Horus yet either, just by the strength they possess.
A message for my people.
Could the people love him more? Maybe Lord Horus doesn't think we need boring speeches.
Except when it comes to toasting.
The great lion he slayed was terrorizing villages.
Was? Good. All the more song-worthy. That's fine, thanks. You.
A shame I've come too late.
With a bad reputation to keep.
Come here. Come.
No, no. Hard to believe, but you look like a king.
That's what excites me. The bracelet of 42 stars. To remind you of the demons I slayed for you. A more valuable treasure Egypt.
It's not betting any girl who flutters her eyelashes. Mighty lion slayer.
I was celebrating the hunt. No problem wearing them. I thought, don't. Don't. That's no way for a queen to behave.
Thrown all day. What exactly are you asking me? You?
My lord.
Strangers today. Show me your hands.
What? Gifts for Osiris?
Hurry up!
Greetings, Terry. Did you ever evinced a range of attributes, some of which may well correlate with the leadership position, if he's lucky.
My father has seen fit to bless this day as a token from someone with much. Both die and stand at the final gate. What is their value then? I say they are equal are welcome to the afterlife. This is my legacy, but to the of his own. My son Horus, Lord of the Air.
Wait! Wait! Sorry more to pass through all your admirers.
Set.
Brother, good to see such a big day for the family. You must be proud.
I am.
Look at you, nephew. My nephew, I wouldn't miss it. Ah! For you. A hunting hole.
It's beautiful.
Yeah? Try it out. Ra himself hear you! I think someone heard you.
What is this set?
You recognize it. Kept me alive for many a night in the desert. Fight me in 1,000 years of peace. What have you accomplished? A land of people who dream of nothing more, brother.
With all my heart.
Well, I, Set, shall be your one true king. King away! Gods, bow before me or die. Worship me or be enslaved! Thought the afterlife was a gift. I think a king should have higher standards. Your journey has just begun. It's yours now.
Many of us will stand with you, but now is not the time.
You did.
That would be unwise.
Doesn't that get dull? Are you so sure you're his son? I'm doing Egypt a favor. You're not fit to be king.
And so, Set was king. In the year that followed, followed many gods. For mortals, things were worse. Most were forced into slavery and denied even defeated. Horus withdrew into exile. Those who prayed for him to save Egypt were sorely disappointed, enslaved to a cruel master. But how could I free her from all this? It was the madness.
Close a shutter.
Sorry, my lord.
Pretty one. If... Come on, come on. I'd like to drop him from a great height. Morning. One day or nothing.
Even if you could free me, what about my family? Our friends?
We believe the gods care.
If Horus could come, he would. I want to show you something. Set's army returns with spoils of war. His vault will be unlocked tonight. The perfect time for... He would have his power again.
Steal from a god. Only a madman would try such a thing.
Where do you suppose we could find someone? Set's architect.
What's this?
Set's pyramid of sand. To the center of the world. The source of his power. No feasts. Found it. What comes after? 2 bridges rigged with traps. Pursue both of them endlessly.
Good thing I'm cheating.
Don't keep the Queen of Egypt waiting.
I think you missed me. Oh, this prison's not so bad.
Well, I'm miserable.
You have a funny way of showing it. You kill me.
How could I kill you?
But you would if you could.
Mistress, perhaps I might come at a better time.
No, come in. Don't be shy. Know and marvel at the tribute you have built in his name.
Is that it?
I'm sorry, Torah?
Yes, it's a simple question.
Well, that might be difficult, now.
Tell me, why'd your father choose you to be master builder? Rather prove to be the best of my father. He shall see it from dawn to dusk. Hold for the afterlife. A toast to Egypt's greatest builder.
Where do you even... The circle is the trigger. Well, that was easy. third bridge. This is criminal. And only one line. You'd say a prayer. I'll roll the bones.
As if using my house for your fornicating were not so. You dare steal from the king? You never did understand that, did you? Oh, and this pathetic little trinket of yours will save neither of you. Give me back what you took. Thank you. Feed them to the jackals.
Wait! Run!
You did it! Where's the other?
You know how hard it was to steal that one?
I'll love you forever.
Sorry.
Death is not the end.
I don't need any more worshippers. And get out.
I'm no worshipper
What are you? Some thief?
from you.
Old. You pilfered one of my followers' corpses.
They never even got close.
Give them to me. You bargain with me?
Strike a three-legged elephant.
You want a reward, I suppose. Gold?
Gold I can steal. There's someone I want saved. Didn't your father teach that death isn't the end?
It can't be done.
We'll figure it out. You're Horus. Look.
Stay with the living. Stay with the living. Yes, but we cannot cure mortality. It's time for her to walk the path.
There must be something you can do.
I've done all I can. Servant to guide the dead to new life.
Are released. To you. You must begin your journey.
She died a slave. Without treasure, she won't be allowed through the final gate.
For you, Lord Anubis, governor of the bows who is upon his mountain.
Zaya! Zaya! You've done nothing.
My eyes.
Spend the rest of your days wandering around sightless. I have nothing to lose. Do you understand? I will do.
Talk less.
Here.
Where's the other?
What? Snap your neck. You must hate Seth for what he did to your father.
How? How? Oh.
I could get you inside. Could you kill him?
How would you...
If you bring Zaya back.
There may be a way.
9 gates will take several days to complete. And only the king can make Anubis turn back. Gate. I might be able to save her.
My magnificent are the true sons of Egypt. You are my children of iron and blood. No father. Yes. The rest have retreated to Nephthys' stronghold, where they now stand ready to face us. But you... So take your fill of gold! Who it is you worship?
Your royal treasury has been breached.
Urshu? Wasn't the eye man? And weren't your traps? What was the term you used? Thief-proof.
Find him.
And find whichever of his allies was clever enough to steal back his eye. A mortal. Lord. Believe me, I'm very curious to hear what your excuse is, but not right now.
Yes, Lord.
The cleverest mortal in Egypt after all. This thief is.
Kill the desert! How do you kill the desert?
He'll help us with our task.
Your grandfather! You mean Ra, the sun god, Ra? So, you're being funny, right?
You think I'd put any effort into trying to amuse you?
It seems flying would be useful right now. Charging?
Be silent. You'll reach the bottom of this mountain much quicker than you reach the top. Know my name. The Lord of the Air seeks your embrace. But I need your help. Please.
Impressed!
Stay in my shadow.
Why?
Great God Ra.
Normally when a bird lands on my boat, I kill it before it can shit.
He's valuable to me. I could not leave him behind.
Ah. Why have you come?
I would only ask something.
Heed your bidding.
Grandfather, I'm sorry. I mean no disrespect.
You don't know the difference. I have work to do. You shall never feast on my creation. Things would be different if I could dwell amongst my children in the Garden of the Nile. It is my burden to fight the demon of you see. There are things worse than said.
You're wrong.
That demon! They were both equal in my eyes, as is all of my creation, and the uncertainty of its destiny is my will. So what is it actually that brings you here?
Allow me to fill my...
The waters are not mine. You plan to quench the desert fire.
Give me the power to fly again.
I heard your prayer the first time. I let you come here, and I grant you passage home.
After beat said.
So become stronger. Have you been so lazy for so long that you've forgotten every god's life is a... Why are you lugging around this mortal?
He had the gall to strike a bargain with me. What does it matter? He is but a mortal.
I do not approve of how set rules, but I'm uncertain you would be much better.
Every last one?
Yes, sir.
Good. Then they're ripe for the picking. Anyway,
She was your wife.
all the more reason to kill her. From now, better get used to it. Right that a goddess should perform such labor.
Since you became king, the need for burial shroud. You should know why I could not.
Then when I asked you to marry me. What?
Virtuous, dashing, servants. I braved those stinging winds just to be at your side.
Sting. Some parts were sweet.
Perhaps.
Nothing can fulfill me.
Never have a child.
No one will know until it's too late.
Maybe next time, keep flying until we're actually on the ground. I thought he was helping you.
I got what I needed. The whole of the Nile cannot quench Set's fire. But if Set will be weakened, vulnerable.
What would happen if I drank that?
You would be refreshed.
Kill.
I would kill you for wasting my water.
What's this? Hey.
My father taught me it's unworthy for God to strike a man.
He should have told you to get off your ass and get your own water.
Sorry, Father.
Where is the Eye of Horus?
Up you're behind, alongside
Horus!
Right here.
I thought you were crawling sightless in the mud somewhere. Without his other eye, he is weak.
be appointed for Sight and I both to be here, together, breathing! Behind you! Horus! Horus! Oh, Ra! Dear Ra, please help us!
After you.
Are you sure you can do this?
I saved you, didn't I?
Oh, you saved me.
Only because you
Do what you like.
don't test my patience, mortal.
My name is not mortal.
What is the roads will be watched now? Set will send better hunters.
Well, that didn't go according to plan, did it?
No, Lord. Underestimated his strength.
Tough to kill that boy. Like his uncle. Where's he going? Army, is it?
I overheard them. The mortal spoke of a bargain he made with Horus.
This is one ambitious... Are you sure?
I'm certain of it, Lord.
Good job.
Satisfied?
That satisfy me again.
Wife dead.
Sooner or later, you and I will end up. Is it accurate? Mistress of the West.
Don't call me that. I left all that behind.
Soon left standing.
You want things you can't have.
I want you to take me there.
But you know what's waiting for me if I go back.
You have your little bracelet to protect you from those demons.
It's not that.
The darkness. What it brought out in you.
No.
Ah, you're not so good. Prove your loyalty to me, and we can have everything. Together. I was wondering where he was. Now I know. Thanks. By batting her lashes. You're not very clever.
How long has he had his sights now? I'll do as you've asked.
Even if I kill Horus. I thought you'd be exhausted from so much lying. I loved Nephthys once, and I took her wings. Down.
I suppose it's better than running.
Can we find a less unpleasant campsite next time? What happened?
It was my father's first temple. Set had corrupted his teachings. My father loved this place. His body was cut into 14 pieces. The heart was never found.
Set
before she took her own life. I failed them. And if I reach the end, I will be mighty again.
How did
Set's skull?
Is that a storm?
Riding their pets.
Those aren't pets. A cat is a pet.
They can't withstand their venom. We?
When you go fishing, what's most important?
I don't feel aim with the spear is not what it was.
Then get closer before you throw it. Hey! Beautiful! I meant the snake! That worked great. Let's go again and have a weak spot.
They don't, but they must, right? Excellent! You've made it angry.
Pretty girl, you don't belong.
What a lovely creature you are. You are so very cold. Warm yourself. Quickly.
Your company was preferable. Outrageous.
You're welcome for saving your life.
While I was sitting blind,
On someone who can't see.
why would I ever trust you again?
He's slaying all the gods who won't bow to him. That includes planning to get in. Him.
He's seen the plans, he knows the way.
What about the Sphinx? Have you forgotten about that? Obviously, all who enter, they cannot answer its riddle.
You can answer the riddle, right?
We shall ask Toth for help.
Why would you
Go. You that dress.
I chose from what was provided.
So you chose the one you thought would please him. It's too much.
I'm the goddess of too much. And there's plenty I've given you you've never found excessive. So hard to please.
You're slowing us down.
Oblivious.
Oh.
But in a cute way.
Oblivious of what?
Exactly. You always did take me for granted. Be a dear and fetch me some clean water. Go get it for me. I command you. I can make any man, woman, god, or beast do my bidding, unless their heart belongs to another.
Zaya.
I'm so sorry.
I promised her a proper home, money for her family, respectability.
Believe me, I know.
I'm going to make it up to her.
But I thought you...
Horus is going to bring her back.
He said that.
He's not so bad.
It is hard to see.
There it is. Of course not.
Then who are they?
His trusted servants.
He only trusts himself.
In red spectrums, variegated varieties with inflorescences composed of multiple florets.
Council.
Once a weed, uprooted and burned. Now prized for the vigor of its oils. You, turn around.
You prefer the view from behind?
No, not going to risk looking at those tricky eyes of yours.
47. Excuse me.
The percentage of knowledge I have so far recorded, a child could deduce while you're here. Go ask the riddle, and come back and relate it to me. I'll solve it. Ha!
One night. I'll give you one night.
No, you won't. Set must be stopped before too important to risk. I can recite the true names of the stars.
I know.
I've seen the world created from crown. Ha! I have it! Its mystery, its essence, its truth. Certainly extremely stupid. But now I'm forced to write down everything I know as a defense against the remote possibility
Parents have inconvenienced you.
apology accepted. Now, get out.
But you have to help.
Remember you?
Whoa, 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 whoa. It's fine. I'll do it.
Your chance of failure is overwhelming.
I'm sure. But before it kills me, I'm going to tell it that I asked the God of Wisdom to come.
Playing on my ego. How vain do you think I am?
Yes, well.
Fine. Fine!
Well done.
Thank you.
Power? And Euphis doesn't have the power. You deceived him. He will probably die trying to...
He believes what he wants to believe.
You've been blind in more ways than one.
You really watched the world come into being.
But attempted to explain, your brain would liquefy and run out of your ears. I did not choose a path.
You have the power to make this right. He deserves to know the truth.
I need him to get us in, to choke Sen. Across the plain. We'll wait for darkness.
But we're running out of time. I say we cross now.
And I say we wait.
All the time you were apart. Eh?
Yes, she's got a big heart. Room enough for a crowd in there.
Tell me. Oh. She did it for love. You'd punish her for that.
I didn't.
You know, I think everyone's a fool. But you, my lord, are bigger.
Are you thinking about her?
Of course you are. My duty was to help dead souls make their way to the afterlife.
You travel to the land of the dead.
I'm the easily seduced.
Seduced.
Demons. This keeps them at bay. Free me. That's when I knew I loved him. Saya needs to know you're fighting for her, so she does not lose hope. Saya. Saya. Can you hear me? Saya.
Who is it? Who's there?
Your beloved is with me.
Beck.
Zaya, it's me.
I knew if there was a way you would find it.
Return.
But how?
I'm helping Horus. In return, he's going to help us.
Is this really the...
But I was wrong, Zaya. Horus is a just god, as you said he would be. You're probably thinking I told you so right now. Everything's going to be fine, Zaya. Trust me. Horus is going to bring me back. I know he will.
It is forbidden for the dead to speak with the living. Go.
Good thing you sold those plans. If you didn't know which one it was, this would truly be impossible.
Yes, of course. It's this one. No, it's that one. No.
troubling. If you continue to survive, I may need to study you further. Now, which way to the Sphinx?
Trespassers in the house of the king. Also my...
Waiting.
I never was. And all I am the confidence of all who live and breathe. What am I?
I never doubted you. Try again. Please.
That was a completely suitable answer.
Wrong.
In the future, non-existent, imaginary. Yet I'm the confidence of all who live and breathe. Mortals live and breathe. Maybe stop thinking like a god. Then I might as well stop thinking.
Oh, bother.
I should thank you. You lured him from his library so that I didn't have to.
This Kate can fight me.
Again? Hasn't she seen you lose enough? Can't you allow me? Recognize this? Did he take... Not even for me.
You expect me to believe you?
I don't have to lie. Go on. Ask him. Pour it in.
Oh!
Shame you weren't on my side. I admire someone who doesn't let death stand in his way. But fitting that you'll both die together here in my house. I'll miss the conversation. And the rest.
Vengeance.
Zaya thought you were the greatest thing in all of creation. Every day she didn't listen. All you care about is your stupid vengeance. I started to think I was wrong about you.
Well, now you know.
Mistress.
This mortal's beloved bears no treasure for this chaos.
Perhaps we can help her.
You ask much, miss.
Like this?
No.
For you, mistress of the West.
You will see her one last time.
Thank you.
We'll make amends.
Not like this. Not with you.
I command you to release me. I'm the goddess of love. If I don't do this...
Take it. Do what you need to do.
we shall be judged.
Step forward.
I shall live forever!
What do you offer?
Receive the golden wings of Nephthys. God of wisdom, allow them knowledge of old. Osiris, grant him dominion over all lands. Deceive.
Glorious.
I noticed the tower. Impressive.
I built it for you. And look at everything I've done. What Osiris never could.
None is mightier below the sun.
Then honor me. As I've honored you.
If honor had...
See everything down there. Tell me, Father, do you care what happens? Just out alone. Go walk on burning sand. When my brother played big. Why did you make Osiris king? And why did you give him a son? And yet you didn't test him.
I gave Osiris the crown of Egypt. And when the time came, he didn't cling his test.
And I'd wager I've passed mine.
Not yet. It's true. Because I did not want you to miss them as terribly as I have.
Miss them?
I need you till your test ends, my son. There is no greater burden. But no good done can be forgiven.
Beast. Night after night. Until I die?
What do you in the afterlife?
I don't want to die. I want to live. Forever. Down there and the land.
The only way to achieve this is unthinkable. One would need to devour.
The afterlife itself.
You would unleash.
Reshape. I will take your place, but it won't be sitting on some damn boat.
This will buy you a place in the afterlife.
No.
We shall destroy this land.
Horus is our only hope now.
He's not the god you think he is, Zaya. He lied to me.
Give him another chance.
Lord of the Air has any plan to rectify this? He should do so with haste.
If you don't trust him, trust me.
So how do we stop him?
You never give up, do you?
Only because Zaya still believes in you.
We must return to the capital.
Then we have a long walk ahead of us.
Nephthys. Even beyond death, she's trying to help us.
Come, demons!
Spear. He's drawing royal creation. Ra isn't dead, and only he can make this right. But he needs his spear. So how do we get...
We have need of you.
That ever was and ever will be. Lord says, 220 cubits tall and not a rod off. Built from 7 billion blocks of granite, 5 billion slabs of...
How many slaves?
5,930. No.
Wait, don't. You need him to get to the roof. I'll see you up top.
Stood beside him as if he were your friend. Oh, I know how you feel. Favor of a god. It's improving. Your woman's still dead, isn't she? Shame. Such a pretty girl. Riches for the afterlife. You see? I'm ready.
I can understand killing for a crown, but this is...
Of a fevered son!
By the way, Apophis is going to eat the land of the dead. You'll never make it to the afterlife now.
What? Who picked the wrong god now?
I think I may actually miss our little get-togethers.
You're right. I'm just the bait.
might have been more useful than a wounded thief.
Probably yes. Oh, including this.
Accepted. Saved me some trouble and told me you didn't need it.
Ra showed me the way, but I didn't listen. I believed it is to protect my people.
Stop congratulating yourself. You've got more.
I thought you were the greatest of all the gods. Now look at you.
I spared you us. I showed you mercy.
I won't make that mistake. Grandfather, there's still time.
We make a good team. Are you sure you're not
Stupidity.
the impossible?
I have never been in debt, and yet I am in debt to you. Winds will kneel before you, the winds will do your bidding. Answer quickly before Apophis still hungers.
I want nothing. Except what's impossible for me to get. Beck, you might want to help her.
Zaya.
Zaya? I'm Horus.
My lord.
I thought this was...
Farewell.
So wisdom had been found again, to be whole again. Horus mourned his parents. They had long since passed into the after. Always been an unbreakable barrier between this life and immortality.
You think I'm achieve? But you're close enough. Arise!
With gold, but by good deeds, compassion, and generosity.
You didn't think I'd misplaced Egypt's greatest treasure. As to the king, it's my duty to ensure they hardly notice. But if anyone asks...
Tell them I had to go help a friend. Hands.